Today is Friday, June 30th, 2023. I'm here outside Frisco, Colorado at the Eagle's Nest Wilderness with my buddies Chad and Rex. We're headed out for what we hope is going to be a 3 or 4 day backpacking trip. Not really sure how well we're going to be able to get around due to the snowpack. We're a little bit early for what we're trying to do. We had planned to hike the High Sierra Trail this week, and California has had a historic snowpack year. We decided to call that off a few months ago and just fly into Denver and wing it a little bit. And I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of adventure or sketchy situation or fun we get into on this trip. There is a look down at Frisco, Colorado, where we camped last night.
Thought about it too damn long. That way I can show her the pictures.
Talking to some other hikers a while ago, we believe this is from a mountain goat that's been hanging around the area. So the mountain goat we just encountered kind of ran us off trail. And now we're doing some sketchy stuff to get back. He's also hanging around the area we had planned to camp tonight. So we got to come up with another plan. It's around 6:20. We found a more suitable camping area. Beautiful views right off the creek and no signs of a mountain goat. Today's been a pretty awesome day. It was an ass kicker. We're probably about 8 miles in and a couple thousand feet of elevation gain. We got to be close to 11,000 right now. I'll check the GPS and see how accurate that is. We were in the woods for a lot of the day. Had some spots where we popped out of the trees and had some pretty nice views. And we're getting into some really awesome stuff up in the mountains. It's around 8 p.m. Everybody's got their dinner rehydrating. And hiking with these guys has turned out to be a lot of fun. Just a couple days after probably my wildest ever moose encounter, I'm coming up the trail with these guys. And Rex, tell them about the mountain goat you spotted.
Well, actually, I passed it. You spotted it.
True.
I walked completely by it, not even knowing it was there. So everybody started stopping and hushing, and so everybody knew something was up. So then the mountain goat. We started taking pictures. We started getting maybe a little bit too close, and he didn't really like that, so he kind of stood up and just started following us everywhere. So we had to get off trail, scramble a little bit, and then he still was following us, and then we really had to scramble and go up this ravine, and we waited him out, and luckily he took off. Yeah, so when we first spotted him, we were probably 30 yards away, and he just laid on a rock and was chilling, and we were uphill from him, kind of watching him through the trees, and he didn't seem to be bothered or agitated. And then he got up to move and started coming towards us, and we decided to back away and give him some space. I would say he wanted us to get at least a mile away from him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Very content with us there at the beginning, standing on his rock, kind of laid down like he was going to pretty much take a nap. And he changed his mind and told us to get the fuck out.
How'd you feel when he was starting to back us into a corner down by the creek?
Normally I wouldn't be too concerned other than when his territory, his terrain, so no matter how fast we move, he's going to move a lot faster.
Yeah.
And that dude was pretty massive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we actually passed over a couple of pretty nice campsites because we wanted to get further away from him. There were a few places we looked at camping and we actually saw goat hair like in the trees and the brush, and we took that as a sign that we should keep moving. But I think the spot we found is probably better than the ones we passed up.
Definitely an epic afternoon.
Anything else you guys would like to say about day number 1 out here?
No, I'm good at the moment.
Made a lot more ground than we thought we were because of the goat.
Yeah, big day. Awesome though.
Oh yes, definitely.
Definitely an adventure.
The goat won.
Yeah.
Good will always win.
This is going to be it for day number 1. We'll see you in the morning.
Later.
Good morning. It's day number 2, July 1st. Last night was pretty cold. Definitely got below freezing. Having the sound of the creek running nearby camp helped everybody sleep pretty well, I think. The plan for today is to make it up near Eckley's Pass, which is probably going to be the crux of this trip. We don't know what the snow situation is up there. Don't know if we'll make it to the pass, let alone up and over. We're hoping to make it up there and scout that out today. And if it's not too snow covered, we're gonna try to camp by one of the little lakes just on this side of the pass and go up and over tomorrow. We're actually approaching from the north side, so I'm hoping if the snow situation isn't looking good, we'll find that out today. If that's the case, we may have to discuss turning around and hiking back out the way we came in. We'll see how it goes when we get up there. The last report I read was from a few weeks ago, said there was still a few feet of snow lingering up there. So, find out soon enough. Either way, it's beautiful out here. Cheers. Let's take a walk down here and look at the creek, which is right across trail from camp. We're camped down in this really beautiful section of canyon here. It's actually difficult to photograph because the walls are so high. It'll probably have more snow on it. And then hopefully come down. Yeah, that's 3.8 miles from the Here's a pretty awesome look up at Buffalo Mountain.
careful. Oh, yeah.
It's around 3 o'clock and we've made it to camp, and there's not much that I can say that the videos don't. This is just unbelievable. Days like this are why you do it. Oh my God. All right, we kind of been hanging out here for the last hour or two, getting settled in, collecting water, enjoying the scenery. I went ahead and got my laundry done and got my bath for the week. think I'm gonna try to scout out the first little bit of our route for tomorrow. It's back behind me somewhere. A few other backpackers have passed us that haven't turned back, so I feel like that's a pretty good sign. So I'm just gonna walk around up there and check it out so that when we get to it in the morning, we're not wasting additional time trying to figure out which way to go. There's a lot of patches of snow. It's been a little bit of post-holing. A lot of it we can walk on top of, but it does kind of get you off trail a little bit, and it can be a little bit cumbersome finding the way back. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have an hour or two of that, and I think it'll be pretty clear once we get down the other side. Here is yet another unnamed lake. This one's kind of cumbersome to get to. So the trail dead ends right into the snow and skirts the edge of this frozen lake. That's as far as I'm going to try to figure out today. We'll assess this in the morning. Here's looking down on camp. This is so beautiful. I could spend all day climbing around here and photographing. Way down there is Chad collecting water. So Rex and I just returned from the Eagle's Nest Death Scramble, doing some homework on the route we've got to start first thing in the morning. Looking up to the pass, I think it's doable, but it's gonna be sketchy. Being optimistic, it may take us 2 hours to make it the mile or so up to the pass. Welcome to the mountains. It's been a pretty awesome afternoon and evening, just hanging around this beautiful campsite and enjoying the scenery, enjoying the company. Looking forward to what tomorrow brings. It's gonna be an adventure for sure. Probably gonna hang out outside here for as long as we can stand it until it gets too cold, and then it'll be time to retire to the tents. This is gonna be it for day number 2. See you in the morning. Good morning, day number 3. Last night was a little strange. As soon as we lost the sun, it never really got much darker than that. About an hour later, the moon came out and it was super bright. And it kind of stayed that way throughout the whole night until the sun started peeking through this morning. A couple times around midnight, I woke up and was able to just look outside my tent and enjoy my surroundings. Pretty awesome, actually. So the plan for today is to make it up over Eckley's Pass, hopefully, and then loop back around to the car. I think it's maybe 6 or 8 miles, somewhere around there. Getting up over the pass is going to be the difficult part of the route. We talked to a lady yesterday who did it from the other side. So she came down the pass and she said it was completely clear over there. So hopefully we're going to find out soon enough. It's been a freaking awesome time out here. We actually got out here into Colorado a few days before we began this trip. Spent a couple days hiking the Colorado Trail around Jefferson. Beautiful out there. And then once we hike out of here, we're heading a couple hours away to the Flat Tops Wilderness and going to do a few-day trip out there. So I think I mentioned that we had planned to hike the High Sierra Trail this week. That was absolutely not doable. So our plan B was just to come out here and check out some parts of Colorado that had kind of grabbed our attention, but none of us had ever had time to really explore. And it's been a success so far. I'm loving it out here. There's nowhere we visited that I haven't fallen in love with. I'm definitely going to put the tripod away for the first couple hours of this hike. I'm going to need both my hands and my trekking poles and every tool in my toolbox to make it up over this thing. But yeah, we're going to start packing up here in about half an hour and we'll see how it goes soon enough. Cheers. One last look at the view from our campsite before we head out.
Anybody need glass cleaner?
I'm good to go, thank you, sir.
It's almost 9 a.m. We got camp all packed up. Moment of truth. There is our pass right around dead center.
Yeah. What we said yesterday coming down, these are marmot holes.
Wildflowers everywhere up here. We've seen a ton of marmots and heard a bunch of pikas too.
Maybe. Yeah. But the question is, once you make it in between that, it should be good after that. He's up there waiting on us.
We are almost up to our pass. We can see somebody walking around up there. He probably came from the other side.
You gotta stop at this dry ground, Bird. Trail.
And I'm wondering also if you look right there.
Yeah, kind of like. Yeah.
Then you got more of a less vertical scramble up.
Whew. Let's take a look at our path.
We're just a few feet away now, and I think we're gonna make it.
How is it?
Okay, so we made it to the top of our pass. Here's looking down at what we climbed up out of. Here's a look into where we're going. It's right around 11. We made it up to the pass maybe an hour ago. A little bit technical, a little bit of route finding, but it's freaking amazing up here. I think we're gonna hang out for a little bit longer, then start making our way back to the van. Hey! This is a gorgeous meadow we're hiking across. If I turn around, Right in the center there, you can see the pass we came down from. You're good.
Pretty, isn't it?
All right, we're almost back to the trailhead. You can see the town of Frisco behind us. Eagles Nest Wilderness, Colorado. Awesome, amazing. Had a really fantastic time out here. Hope I can make it out here again sometime, maybe a little bit later in the season, and hopefully a longer trip than what we did this time. But for it being kind of in the shoulder season, even though it's July, there's obviously a lot of snow up high. This was killer. This is going to be the end of the trip. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.